Girls, can I just give you some advice? No one cheats more than broke men.
Nah, hold on there, Freckles. You gotta have a little bit more faith in these young kids today.
What happens is rich men are so busy, they're so fulfilled in their career that they really just cheat when they can, if and when they can. So maybe on a business trip here and there, whatever it is. But a brokey, he will cheat all the time because he's so unfulfilled with work and he's so seeking an ego boost. So any opportunity to cheat, he'll take it. So don't think, oh, I'm going to date a poor guy because he's less likely to cheat. No, he will take a bus in the rain to cheat.
It ain't nothing I want more. Ain't nothing I want more.
All right, guys, y'all heard it from the horse's mouth. Now, she's a psychologist, a clinician, if you will. So she said broke boys be the ones that be cheating the most, right? We call them the hobo-sexuals, right? These guys are smashing with a purpose. They're trying to get money out of these women. They're trying to get their egos boosted and things of that nature. And usually they got to be good at their craft because they're broke. And y'all be wondering why these women like to deal with these broke dudes, because they are slanging that mother. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. They are touching spots that you ain't touching. And that's why a woman who's a judge, doctor, lawyer, police officer will risk it all for a broke Pookie, a broke Ray Ray, Chad, or Tyrone. It's really that simple, dog. And these dudes be the ones that they are complaining about on social media. It ain't never these rich ballers that they complaining about. No, you got a pretty woman complaining about a subpar man in every category except the bedroom. That's what it is. And when she finally somewhat gets over that guy and meets someone like you who actually has a good head on his shoulder, promising career, mobile, upwardly mobile, things of that nature, she want to make you overpay for it when she just know she was giving that Virginia up to Pookie and Ray Ray and they was discombobulating her spine, bro.
What do you think the average guy makes in the United States?
Maybe probably like 80K.
You need to leave that dope alone.
Wow.
400,000.
Average male, 70,000.
He need to leave that dope alone.
$37,000 a year. So 1% of men are over 6'3". The median take-home pay is $37,000. You guys are used to being, hey, I went to the club. The guy spent $15K bottom in, and he makes $4 million a year. Isn't that how most men are? No. The world is not what you think it is. Women complain that men cheat. The number of men that cheat is extremely low. Most men don't have the ability to cheat. The average North American male, how many sexual partners do you think he's had in his life?
60.
60? What do you think?
Like 6.
6? What do you think?
Like 8 to 10, probably.
8 to 10,
average,
yeah.
yeah.
You need to stay off that crack, man. Get out.
Start undershooting now.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are getting it. Yes. So the answer is 5. It's 5. It's 5 from, I thought it was 7. It's actually 5.
When I really sit back and think about it, all the men that I've encountered from work, from school, church, and things of that, most men are average in every department and lack confidence. So, of course, their body count is low. But then you got a subgroup of men, such as myself, and the people I hang out with, and the people that I align with, we never had problems getting women. So of course, our body counts are higher. And women will speak on men like us and paint the whole group of men with the same brush.
So guys, you know how there are pretty women like everywhere. They're so easy to find. We're so unfortunate, you know? And so then when your husband is going out and you are around these pretty women, of course you're going to act confident because you have no choice. But deep down, you know. And then you come home and he has the audacity to speak to you.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, but I'm in a bad mood because you just saw those women. So don't speak to me tonight. Don't speak to me. Don't touch me. Don't hug me. Don't nothing, because I am angry with you.
All right, guys, y'all just witnessed in real time why I always stress the fact that women only like dad bods because of things like this. A man with a dad bod is not a threat around pretty women. At least they're not in their mind. But if you're ripped, washboard abs, the guns on swole, you looking good, your hygiene on point, lined up, your girl don't want you to be around all the women because now they feel like you got options, right? These women want to take you and make you not an option anymore once they get you. It's really that simple, bro, because if she wasn't with a man that she thought was attractive, she wouldn't even be posting this on TikTok. It's kind of like when the insecure dude dating a girl that he had no business on even trying to get in the first place. Like, she made you do all kind of stuff that she never made another man do before. So you're paying for it. You're overpaying, actually. And when she get around some guys that you know is the type that she used to go for, you're gonna feel some type of way, bro. So in both instances, just stay in your lane.
You think Sean, bro, listen, you think I'm finna sit on the phone with you for 8 months before you let me hit? First of all, I had one girl that was crazy in her mind. She like, okay, well, you know, we've been talking for a few months and, you know, I think you deserve it now because you waited long enough. Baby, you waited. I was hitting hoes.
Now, normally I wouldn't even be shedding any light on Bandman Kevo because he does a lot of goofy stuff that I wouldn't be doing, especially if I had his money. I wouldn't do it. Like the spending 12 grand for sex, I would never do that. I don't care how much money I got because I've always gotten it for free. And contrary to popular belief, I honestly think that when you actually do have a real bag and these women know you do, they won't even ask you for money. Literally. They're going to ask the guys that got average money, 50, 60, 70K, be like, yo, I need to go such and such. I need you to buy me this and this. But they're not going to ruin a good opportunity by coming off as a gold digger to a man perceivably with wealth. He said he was smashing women the whole time. You thought you was making him wait. Man, no, indeed, man. While you was waiting on the steak, he was at the appetizer bar filling up on salad and bread and Brazilian black beans and stuff like that. You know, I'm talking about that fogo de chao. But listen, these women crazy.
Look, I'ma always yell this on the highest mountain.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Most men are dealing with mental battles that have nothing to do with you.
Hey, y'all, look at this lady.
And those battles are homosexuality. And that is why they cannot love a woman properly.
I'm telling you now, I think you're gay. I don't give a who you is or how you feel about it. I think you're gay.
It's not you, baby girl. It's them.
You're going through a crisis. You know, we know who you are. We know what you're up to.
On one side of that coin, I can't agree with her for the most part because, man, a lot of these dudes be so suspect, bro. Like, bro, you really love spending an extended amount of time with the bros, and I just can't be around a whole bunch of men for that long, especially at my age. See, when I was 20 years old, all right, cool, we going to clubs, we gonna go to out of town and stuff like that. Man, we didn't have all of the busy stuff that we got now in our 30s, bro. But, man, grown men who are 40 still tagging each other on Instagram, putting hard eyes and stuff on each other's posts, it's weird to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially these little younger dudes too, the rap guys. They ain't never got no women in the videos. It's just the bros all inside of a funky apartment with a whole bunch of guns with lasers and stuff on them. Like, it just don't make sense. But on the other side of that coin, I think a lot of women will use this as an excuse because, hey, it cannot possibly be me. I can't be the problem. So the reason why this guy drugged me through the mud is because he must be battling homosexual demons. You know, a lot of women will do this, man. When they ruin a good thing, they're going to say it was the man's fault. He was controlling. He was... Bro, a million different ways they can spin this story and make it look like they the good guys and you're the bad guy. And this is one of the reasons right here. They're going to say you're sassy. But I'm not going to sit up here and totally say that it's not possible that's what it is. But this is a shaming tactic. Let's keep it real.
I guess here's the question. Single guy, there's a couple of these. Single guy marrying a woman with multiple kids.
Oh, stupid.
Guy, woman, multiple kids.
Single mothers are recreational use only. You don't marry those women. That's a bad move for you as a man.
Why? Because of the baggage? Because of the kids? Because of the just...
There's far too much risk. I mean, well, we already know that marriage is terrible for men in general. You get marrying a single mother, now you're bringing kids into the equation that you're going to have to provide and protect for that aren't your own seed, and if that woman breaks up with you, now you're going to get hit with a double whammy if you lose her and the kids that you built an attachment with.
Is that the biggest L you can take?
It's going to be...
What's the worst L you can take?
Marrying a single mom is very bad. It's not in your best, as a man, it is not in your best interest to marry a single mother. I know a bunch of people, oh my God, that's so f***ed up. The reality is when you look at it from a logical perspective, you take on way too much risk because now you might lose that woman. And then on top of that, every kid that you build an attachment with, and here's the other part, you have no legal rights to those children because they're not yours.
You know, back in the day when I was a little boy, women with kids were not as delusional and entitled as the women today are with kids. So I would have to agree with Myron 95%. There are some extremely rare occasions where I would be like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing, man. You know, especially if you're 40 years old and you want to date someone close to your age, stuff like that, because a lot of guys really don't even want to fool with younger women because they're a headache a lot of times. I know everybody preaches that the younger women are not ran through, but I don't know if y'all be talking to younger women. They kind of like head in the clouds and bird brains, you know, goofy. But a woman who has one kid and she was married for 5 years, husband passed away unexpectedly, I'm not going to put her in the same category as a woman who's 25 years old and was sexually irresponsible and she has a kid with a guy who never even gave her a commitment. That's two different scenarios. You know, you have no rights to that kid. That's not your DNA inside of that kid. And if she's like these women from today, you may not even get a benefit of being a father. See, men of the 70s and 80s had the benefit of being a father. You get what I'm saying? Like my dad who raised me, who's not my biological father, you couldn't have told me he wasn't my real dad, even to this day, because my mama didn't give him conditional parent rights. It was all or nothing. That man raised me. I didn't find out he wasn't my real dad until my real dad passed away. I'm not bullshitting. That was 96. And yeah, that was a shock. But anyway, guys, I think Myron spot on with this one.